Hello, my feline friends. This is Unikitten. In our last episode, we helped Cora find her mother. Cora had said that she hasn't heard from her in a while and is getting very worried about it. Before we did that, we went to the planet Skink, to the Temple Zeta, to obtain a power of gravity wave. It pushes objects and opponents backwards. After that, we went to the ranger station on Neon to ask about Lillian. We spoke to Ranger Jalen Price. He couldn't tell us anything at all about Lillian's work, but after we told him how worried Cora was, he relented and said that we can look through her desk and see if we could find any clues that might lead us to where Lillian was at. Well, we did find that she had a confidant located at the Rejun apartments. When we broke into the apartments with Cora's help, she is quite a good lock picker. The confidant was splattered all over the apartment. Needless to say, he was dead. It was quite the mess. We stumbled onto a slate saying that we can find Lillian on McClure 2 at the Sikud Syndicate Victor compound. Lillian's cover is blown and we need to get to her fast. We found the compound and cleared it, and then found Lillian. She asked us to then help her finish her mission. We agreed because until it's done, Lillian isn't safe. She told us we needed to capture the ship Duma. She has intel that Valerie, an arms dealer, is using it. Valerie intends to sell the guns to the Syndicate. Lillian is trying to prevent that. We attempted to hail the ship, but it immediately attacked. We boarded it and killed everyone on board. And really pissed off Sam. He's so mad he wanted to leave our ship forever. Turns out the ship was bugged. The bug is that it is marked as a friend instead of foe. So when we killed everybody, Sam thought we killed a bunch of innocent people. And it would have been like that with any companion. And then also, there isn't any way around it. You can't redo it. You can't hail the ship. You can't try to not kill the captain. Every scenario leads to Sam being mad. The only way to clear the bug is to go take a 24-hour nap. After you kill it, after you make Sam mad, you go take a 24-hour nap. You have him unfollow, and then when you wake up, Sam is no longer mad. So after we did that, and it took multiple tries because I tried it several different ways to clear that bug. After we did that, we went to Adromas 3, where we killed Valerie and several ships worth of her goons. So, pretty much completing the quest for Lillian. And then after that, Lillian and Sam made peace with each other, and then Sam wants to meet us and have the talk on Akila City. So join me in today's episode as we go to Washakie to get another magic power in the Temple of Zeta, then to Akila City, and then we are going to do a side quest I picked up a long time ago. Let's see what magic powers we get today. Apparently, you have to go get the magic powers, as many as you possibly can, before you advance the artifact storyline, because if you don't, it bugs out the storyline. And that is why I've been adding the magic powers to try to get as many of these done as possible. I just don't think that this is worth doing full episodes on, so... Although on a slow day, I might go ahead and knock out several in one time as something to do. And here we go. and we gotta get rid of the Guardian. Now this one's kind of difficult. And we got his quantum essence. I still don't really know what those essences are. I guess I'm gonna have to look them up sooner than later. And we obtain the power of Grav Dash. What is Grav Dash? Manipulate gravity to propel yourself forward and briefly increase any damage you inflict. Well, that sucks that it increases damage I inflict unless it's on something else. What? Alright, so now we're going to go to Akila City.
Love the smell of getting back into the hunters.
Oh. I need to change my clothes. I can't be walking around in that blue suit. There, that's better. Alright, Sam. Where is this secret place that you want to meet me at? Apparently he didn't want to have the talk with all the dead bodies lying around.
Akila City. Feels like I spent half my life trying to get out of this place.
This is where you wanted to meet?
Russia's doing well for herself. Laredo is a big player in arms manufacture. Hey, thanks for coming here with me.
Yeah.
You know, I used to truly hate this place. When I was a kid, I'd throw stones at that statue. Just beamed him over and over. Almost got arrested for it once.
So you were a vandal even from a young age.
I prefer to call myself spirited. But, I don't know. Maybe it's just the post-mission glow. I miss the old guy. Maybe even Akila City. A little. With all that's gone on, with what we've been through, I finally feel at peace. What happened with Lillian at the end, not pretty. But we finally know where we stand.
If you need any more support, I'm here. That conversation with Lillian was long overdue. I don't like the way Lillian treated you. How'd Cora take the news? It was long overdue.
Yeah. Without your support, I don't think I ever would have done it. Man, there's so much. But you know, behind every lucky star that's come my way lately, I see, you. I've talked with you about things no one, and I mean no one else knows. Well, your words have been a great comfort. You know, you live long enough and you can just get covered in garbage. From the mistakes, the betrayals, the misfortune. Makes it easy to lose sight of the things you should be thankful for.
You did all the hard work. I just listened. We're both the lucky ones, lucky to find each other. Someone's feeling sappy today. I just listened.
Yeah, that's all you did. Right. When we met originally, and I heard you wanted to travel together, I didn't know what to think. It seemed you waltzed into Constellation so quickly and easily. I thought maybe you were like Walter's bastard kid or ward or something. But You know, you're pretty amazing.
I know I am. Thank you.
I can't believe I just said that.
You're a pretty amazing friend yourself, Sam. As soon as we met, I knew you were the one for me. I love you, Sam.
Wow. I'm a little lost for words. I figured we had something. Some chemistry. Some very real chemistry. Wow. That came out of nowhere. This is a big step. A huge step. If we do this, I want you to know I want the whole package. Candlelight dinners, walks on the beach, the whole kit and caboodle. You want that too, right?
Yes, I wanted all of that. I will hold you to that promise and cuddles too. Maybe it might be the best just to be friends instead then. Are you sure you want this?
Oh, I'm 100% sure. Try me.
I'll hold you to that promise.
Hell yeah. The whole thing ain't worth it without that. You are the single best thing that's ever happened to me. I love you. And later on, maybe I'll show you just how much.
Okay. Nice talk, Sammy. Alright, now I need to figure out where I'm going for that other mission. I gotta find it. So one moment while I take a quick break. Welcome back, my feline friends. So we're gonna go to answer this distress call in the Charybois System. But I had noticed while running around that my parents are here in Akila City at this pretty sad looking zoo. So let's go see what Mom and Dad has to say. Hey, ya folks. You're not in New Atlantis, you're in Akila City.
I can't believe we bumped into you.
And here, of all places. I hope you didn't buy a ticket.
I jumped over the fence.
Hush. This place is really interesting.
Sad and pathetic is what I would call it. The word you're looking for, Mom, is pathetic.
Oh, that's a little harsh, isn't it?
No.
Seems pretty accurate to me. I should have known not to ever trust anyone who puts honest in their business name.
It's true.
The nonprofit I volunteered for had a symposium in Akila City. They sent me and a couple of others.
And I get to be your plus one. Your mom's not one to toot her own horn, but she's getting to be kind of a big deal. She keeps it up and she'll be running the whole operation in a few years.
Awesome.
Oh, stop. Well, I was just getting bored puttering around the house. So I figured I'd try to do some good.
I'm glad someone's taking advantage of all your skills. Sounds like things are going well for you then. Sounds like you're just free labor. Well, sounds like someone's taking advantage of all your skills.
So, what are you doing in Akila City, sweetie? Is it Constellation business?
Honey, she
I just
does
picked up a
more
boyfriend.
than just work for Constellation.
You want to
Well,
meet
then
him?
why are you here?
Constellation business, like you said. Just passing through. Akila City's a bit of a hub. Looking for paying work. I figured there might be some around here. A bit of a
I
hub.
understand. Well, it was nice bumping into you. I know you must be busy. Love you.
Bye, Mom.
Overall, I really like it here. I think the Freestar Collective suits me.
Good. I'm glad you like that. Because my boyfriend, Sam, is from this area. He's out there. You see him? Anyway. Bye, folks. Have fun at this sad place. Alright. Now to the Charybois System. I don't really know how to pronounce that. System, so that we can see what this distress call is about. I've had it in my journal for a long while. I don't even know where I picked it up. Or when I picked it up. I just had it. There, magically,
Read any
one
good
day.
books lately? lost in my thoughts, but glad to be back.
What is this about? Hello, Valentine.
I hope you're having a good day.
Well, we'll hail him and find out.
Hey, now the party can get started. Finally.
Your song really made my day.
Oh, and now you've made mine. Afraid my ship's got the next jump plotted in, so I'm away. Fair travels.
Alright.
Oh, good.
Bye.
Story time. Love it.
Usually they always want something. Alright. Let's try this again. I guess I gotta take a couple of jumps because I haven't ever been there before and they are far away. Okay, my feline friends. So my grav drive is not actually big enough to be able to make it the distance I need to go to actually get to this place. So, because like if you see, my jump range is 17 ly and the distance I'm trying to go is 22.135 ly. So I am actually going to go switch to one of my smaller ships and see if I can put a better engine in it real quick, and then I'll be right back as we make our final jump to where we're going.
Hello, Captain.
Welcome back, my feline friends. So in order to be able to get to this planet, I had to go back to Murder Mittens, our very first ship, the Frontier, and upgrade its grav drive and add fuel tanks. So now I can go 26 and I only need to go 19 now. So this is our last jump till we get to that planetary system. It is so far away. Hope we won't need to.
Emergency request. Facility Crucible requires vital materials to sustain the mission. Transmitting coordinates on Charybdis 3. End of message.
That was a weird message. Alright. Hopefully we won't have any, like, space battles, because I don't think this ship has been upgraded.
What is this place? When the time's right, I'd appreciate a chat.
Didn't we just have a nice long chat?
Right here and now. Might just be the best days of your life.
Oh, I do need to at some point talk to all of my companions. All of them want some time to chit-chat. Oh, there's a robot. Hey, robot. Tobias.
Human of unknown origin detected. Designated outsider. This is an undisclosed secret location. Please identify purpose or depart.
I received your distress call.
Acknowledging receipt of emergency request. Explanation deemed acceptable. Clearance granted to Crucible. Outsider will deliver 150 units of copper. Compensation will be dispensed.
Tobias, stand down. We have a visitor.
Reminder, deliver required material. End of conversation.
This is incredible. For so long we hoped for
Hello,
any
Ada.
visit, and the day has finally arrived.
Now this is a better reception. Your robot needs to learn some manners. Charybois is really out of the way. You must not see many people. Yeah, I
We
had
see
to
no
upgrade
one
my ship.
Ever. Your arrival is truly an historic one, but many fear what it portends. The societies have closed their doors and are arguing about what to do, while the rest hide to see which way the wind blows. Franklin would know what to do. He's the oldest among us. You should talk with him.
Okay. I'll go look for Franklin then. Why are people hiding? What do you mean by societies? Yeah, what do you mean by
Most of us are
societies?
like me, free and unaligned. But there are 3 societies that are oft at odds with one another. The believers, the pragmatists, and the renegades. It would be wise to meet each of them. Franklin leads the pragmatists.
Why are people hiding?
Crucible is a tinderbox, and any spark will set it off. We're still recovering from a deadly conflict that happened 3 years ago. Far fewer of us are here to greet you today because of it.
Alright, I'll go look for Franklin then.
Give it time, and I'm sure the others will come out. For curiosity's sake, if nothing else.
Alright. Talk to Franklin.
This unit is busy.
I wasn't trying to talk to you, now was I, Tobias? Hey, Franklin.
When your ship landed, I feared the robots would shoot you on sight.
Oh, that's nice.
I am greatly relieved that they let you enter our community. But you come during a delicate time. Everyone will seek to use your arrival to further their own ends.
I'll be careful then. That's a weird old-time outfit, and your accent is odd. You don't control the robots? Yeah, you don't control?
Oh, we most certainly do not. Our relationship with them is a matter of some debate.
That is weird. And you don't seek to use me?
You ask a question you already know the answer to.
Do I?
Yes, of course. I have need of you.
Okay.
But if you have a good heart and a quick mind, I am sure you will see my point of view.
That's a weird old-time
Where to
outfit.
begin? Maybe an introduction? I am Franklin Delanore Roosevelt, leader of the Pragmatist Society.
Roosevelt. I know I've heard that name before.
It is gratifying that even after all these years, my name isn't entirely forgotten. You see, I was an American president. Well, not literally, but in a sense I was. Everyone that lives here are clones. Some of us are clones of the greatest figures of history, and others, well, we don't rightly know. When we die, and some of us die quite often, we are brought back. I cannot imagine how strange this must sound to an outsider.
All of this is kind of hard to believe. I've encountered stranger things. I want to know who you people are and what's going on. So you are a real president of the old United States of America? Are you immortal then? To have such advanced cloning technology is unheard of. How?
Is it? I wish I could illuminate you on this, but we are as ignorant of the technology which brought us into being as we are of the outside world.
I've encountered stranger things.
You must live a remarkably interesting life. After decades, centuries of trying to figure it out ourselves, there is so very much we don't know either. The robots clone us for a reason, their so-called mission. But what that is and what we should do about it is something the societies disagree about. Sometimes violently. It's best to meet with the other societies, and after, I promise I'll explain the pragmatists' position on matters.
Can't wait to see who I get to meet next. I'll hold you to that promise, Franklin. I don't want to be passed off to the others. I want answers now. What can you tell me about the mission?
Well, It is one of the few concrete things we know about Crucible. If you want to truly know about the mission, the believers will tell you all about it. In fact, it can be hard to get them to stop talking about it.
Of course.
After you meet with them, I'll share my position.
All right. I will hold you to that promise.
Please do. Word has been sent, so the street should be full again. There is more I would talk with you about, but I would not take advantage of your ignorance. Go speak with Amanirenas and Genghis Khan.
Oh, really?
Welcome to town, stranger. Consider me part of the welcoming committee. The name's Wyatt Earp, and I'd be most pleased if you'd use one of the spare rooms during your stay. For a modest fee, of course.
I don't figure Wyatt Earp would run a hotel. That Wyatt Earp was a sheriff.
He was, and I try to be. I do the best I can to uphold the law, but the societies make that difficult. I expect I've had as much success restraining Genghis as the Chinese did. I do what I can. Roosevelt and I are both of the same mind on that.
I'll keep my law breaking to a minimal then.
I can work with that. Well, I hope you enjoy your stay. And by the by, I may have access to some essentials I've picked up over the years. Happy to sell them to you.
Let's see what you got for sale.
At once.
Lots of alien food. Oh, that's interesting looking. The alien tea. Creature jam. Grilled cheese. Xenowurst. Interesting. Is there a lot of crime in Crucible?
It runs hot and cold. During usual times, it's an occasional scuffle. Maybe a black eye when an argument gets out of hand. And then a society goes on a rampage and it's tombstone all over. I hope your arrival keeps things on an even keel.
Yeah. Alright, talk to you later. If I need a room.
I'm hoping you come back for some repeat business.
I hope your arrival doesn't mean more violence.
Oh, Amelia Earhart's here.
I want to see it do everything there is to be done. Your ship, she's a beauty. It travels the stars, right?
Yes.
Tell me, what's it like out there?
Gotta have moxie if you want to go out there. No matter how much I see it, it never gets old.
That's just how I imagine it. My name's Amelia Earhart. When I first woke up in this place, in my head, I knew all about my namesake, her life and her accomplishments.
That's nice.
I also knew how to fly a starship, reactor limits, thrust acceleration, vectors, and everything. In my mind's eye, I can imagine flying out there, touching heaven itself. And yet, cruelly, here I sit.
Why do you know about spaceflight?
The facility keeps us alive, fed, and protected. They do a terrible job of informing us of anything at all. My guess is the facility thought they might need a pilot one day. Your guess is as good as mine.
I have a feeling this is going somewhere.
Am I that transparent? Listen, I know you owe me nothing at all, but I would do anything to get off of here. I know the societies want who knows what from you, for who knows why, and I don't want to get involved in any politics. I just want, for my single self, a chance to explore.
We're there. I can help you. I will.
You won't regret it.
Thanks. Do you want to talk about anything else?
Have any thoughts on the
I have
societies?
a few choice unchristian thoughts about some of them. But I'm going to stay out of it. Listen, I'd understand you making any decision you have to regarding them. Any at all. I just hope you judge me separate. I don't wish harm on anyone. I just want to explore.
You should probably join Constellation.
I hope to see you again.
Yep, bye. I'm going to stay away from you, Mr. Robot. Hello, Egyptian lady.
Hoped you would visit me. Know that you stand before Queen Amanirenas of the Kush, queen of a dead kingdom on a dead world. But I earned my name, and even the sands of time cannot take it from me.
Nice to meet you, Your Majesty.
Your courtesy is appreciated, even though it rings hollow. My subjects are all dust. If you don't believe me, know you are not alone. Some clones deride me behind my back. I know this, but I feel in my bones that I am Amanirenas for true. The great and the terrible to those who would oppose me. I remember things no one has told me. Memories of faces, betrayers, lovers, allies, and enemies, and the smells. The right scent, and I close my eyes, and I can picture all of it so vividly. It aches my heart, my home, my kingdom.
Maybe you are her reincarnation? I'll withhold my judgment. You sound delusional, lady. How can you be so certain?
Have you no faith of your own? Something you hold to, even though it cannot be proven. It is the same with me. But I am certain. You speak to Amanirenas, reborn.
I'll withhold my judgment.
You are wise then. I know how it must sound. Once, I called upon mighty armies. However, on Crucible I still lead. Have you heard of the believers? Have you heard of the mission? We are the ones who will take our rightful place in these settled systems to bring in a new glorious age and break the endless cycles of oppression and greed.
Could you tell me about the mission?
So many scoff at the mission. Before we are reborn here, there are words all of us are told. That we are the chosen. We are meant to better ourselves. To learn, grow, and thrive. All of us represent the greatest figures in our history. Who better to lead the settled systems to a new golden age?
Really think you can change everything?
You are skeptical. My advisors thought the same when Augustus Caesar stood unbeatable at Kush's border. I made war against the mighty Romans. I took their cities and fought them to a draw. No other king or queen can boast of that honor against that famed Roman. And that's just me. Some of the greatest lions of all ages are awaiting rebirth. What are bureaucrats, petty politicians, and lawyers against that?
And you want to help? You want me to help with this?
If we could do it ourselves, we would have, years ago. I do not care if you think my plan is insane. But what I want, what we want, is a chance to prove to the facility we are ready. When someone has achieved their potential, the facility is supposed to set us free among the stars. But the machines have been breaking more and more over the years, and no one has ever been deemed worthy. I need your help to properly fix the facility so that we can prove ourselves. and claim our birthright.
Alright, you want me to fix robots or the facility? Tell me what you need then. I'll help you out, but no promises. Maybe none of you are ready. What is the facility? Yes, what is
The facility is another place on this very planet. A place we cannot go. As much as we dream of it.
I'll hear you out, but no
Then
promises.
listen well, outsider. You must go to the facility. The robots and what drives them is not here. The facility is where they come from. Somewhere far to the east. None of us can travel there. But you can. Go there, please. And see if the facility can be repaired. Then report back to me.
Okay. Alright, Genghis Khan, where are you?
Adhere to the mission.
Oh, you're way out there in the fields.
Stranger! Weapons out! They come! There will be blood!
Oh, hell. Strange creatures.
This has got to be the strangest and coolest thing I've ever done.
If you say so, Sammy.
Stuff in my mind when you have the time.
I know, you already said so.
The woman from the stars. Come to see me. And you're not afraid to get your hands dirty. I guess the world out there is not so different than here. Genghis Khan, a pleasure to meet you.
You are much more civil than I was expecting.
Manners cost me nothing. But make no mistake, I will do whatever it takes to escape this prison. I am pleased that the dangers out here are of no concern to you. You cannot be fully human if you trap yourself behind walls.
You should know all about walls. You handled yourself well out here. I still cannot believe I'm meeting Genghis Khan. Keep your distance. I'm not sure I trust you. Why are you really out here?
I would provide fresh meat for my society, so we don't get fat off the robots. Franklin and I see eye to eye on very little. But even he appreciates this. And I always hope to see some means of escape. Perhaps our luck has finally changed.
You can handle yourself well out here.
The robots taught me many things any Mongol would know. So, hunting game, even such as this, is little challenge to me. So Franklin told you of us. Oh, that we're clones. Some of us think that makes us special. That the deeds of our namesakes are somehow ours. But that is blind arrogance. We are just people. Same as you. Same as anyone.
I think sharing the same DNA as such noteworthy people counts for something. I think the science would back your view. I'm surprised you didn't change your name then. So you really feel no connection to Genghis at all. I think the science would back your view.
Oh, you would know better than I. But all this talk gets us nowhere. Too many of the others grovel at the feet of the damned robots, trying to play their roles in a broken game. The renegades will not submit, and one day
I'm a renegade. Then you should leave. If you renegades are so tough, you shouldn't need me. So Crucible is a prison? What will you do if you escaped?
I do not know. Everything outside of Crucible is unknown to us. I imagine the settled systems are not so settled that a man who does not shrink from violence can't make a place for himself, though.
Then you should leave.
Were it that easy, I have died a dozen deaths trying to find a way out of Crucible. You get too far or disobey too much, then death. Crucible holds our lives in its hands. But now, the robots have made a grave mistake. You can go where none of us can. You hold our future in your hands, and all the societies know it.
What Crucible is doing is wrong. If I free you, I have a feeling many people will suffer. Crucible really kills you?
Oh yes. You can go 1 or 2 miles from Crucible, and you drop dead. I have no knowledge of medicine, but it's probably poison. It boils my blood to be subjugated like this. But too many of the clones are sheep. As long as their pens are clean and comfortable, they bleat their arguments.
What Crucible is doing is wrong.
I sense fire in you. Good. You will need it. You know of the facility, yes? Go there and make the machines let us leave. It is not much to ask, and it will set us free.
Alright. Guess it's time to go back and talk to Franklin. Strange little place that this is.
The mission is a lie.
Hey, Franklin.
So, you have heard from the other societies.
Yes.
I must confess I'm very curious what an outsider thought of them and their positions. You might be the first objectively neutral party we've ever come across.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around all this. Genghis is right. This is a cage and your people need freedom. I think some of the greatness of your original selves may live in you. I think of what you could accomplish. Both of them are misguided and probably dangerous.
I couldn't agree more. The facility has gathered some of the most obstinate and dangerous personages throughout history. It has told them that they should lead in a golden age via whatever means they see appropriate. Setting us all loose, Father as a whole, would invite disaster. We are barely fit to lead ourselves.
Tell me your plan, then. What the other societies are up to sounds dangerous. Don't some individuals deserve a choice, though? Would it be that bad? Don't some individuals deserve a choice?
A tough but fair question. I must admit the case of Amelia Earhart sometimes keeps me up at night. 'Tis safer if the rule is strict, but if you wanted to make an exception or two, I could live with that. But no one from the other societies. They are all dangerous in their own way.
Tell me your plan.
Certainly. It is evident that the facility is decaying. It is both unsustainable and unwise for us to fix and maintain the status quo. Our community must be weaned off the machines, learn how to build, grow, and govern ourselves, allowed to raise families so we can pass our lessons to the next generation, and to die when our allotted time is finished. One day we will be worthy of going to the stars. We are just not there yet.
Nah, that's a good goal. Count me in. I will think about it. I can't let all of your people remain trapped here. You can't raise families because you're clones? Does that mean you're infertile?
Yes, and not to be indelicate, not for lack of trying. Are we even human in this state? We have no future, only the past.
Is it wrong if others want to escape this
Do
prison?
not listen to passion. Genghis can be very persuasive, but he's a fool. In some sense, we are an abomination. A science project made for unknown ends and with uncertain results. Once we are fully human, fully self-reliant, then we should be allowed to join the settled systems.
Oh, count me
You
in.
have no idea how profoundly grateful I am to hear that. Go to the facility and see what can be done.
Alright, go to the facility. Everybody says go to the facility. I am, however, gonna go back to my ship. And, well, I'm gonna talk to Wyatt first. Then I'm gonna go back to my ship, talk to all of my people. And then end episode there.
Listen, it's not safe to talk here. It's about Roosevelt. There's something you need to know.
If you have something to say, I'm all ears.
Thank you. There's a, well, cave just outside town. No chance of us being listened in on. Please, come as quick as you can. Ideally, before you go to the facility.
For God's sake.
Don't be afraid, whatever it is, I can protect you.
I hope so. I'll meet you at the cave.
Alright, so we're gonna go to the ship and talk to all of our companions, and then end episode at the ship, and then we will go to the cave on our next episode, and then the facility. Wyatt has information about FDR.
How can I be of service, Captain?
Ready to take off, Captain.
Alright. First, we'll talk to Cora, because she's here.
Your ship
You got
smells
time
so
for a
much
quick
better
chat?
than Dad.
I appreciate it when you're able.
Huh? Who's your favorite member of Constellation?
Is this a trick question? I'm not going to get in trouble, am I? No matter who I pick?
I won't tell anybody.
Phew! I'm glad you said so. My favorite person in Constellation is Sarah. She's so cool. I want to grow up to be just like her. I've even been practicing being a leader by bossing my dad around. I don't think he likes it much.
I can
Your
imagine
turn.
he wouldn't.
No fair asking a question if you aren't going to answer it too.
Let's see. I can't choose a favorite.
Aw, that's lame. Grown-ups always give answers like that. I think you all have too much going on in your heads at once if you can't pick favorites.
Alright, bye, Cora.
You
Hey,
got
Barrett.
my undivided attention.
So why did you get up and turn your back on me? You people need to stop moving.
Dad,
Alright.
have you ever tried
Did you
Aurora?
want to talk to me or no?
Well,
I want to talk to you, Barrett.
Dusty.
Not in a long time, sweetheart.
Dusty.
Not since you were born.
Do you mind if I ask some personal questions?
Well, I hope I've got a good answer for you.
You stay away from that stuff, Cora. Trust me. It's the worst.
Let's see. Let's talk about Irvin's case. Do you get any more info on that? You're not going to talk to me about that? Alright. Well, I guess you don't have anything to talk to me.
Okay, friend. Till next time.
Alright, Sam. You have been wanting to talk to me for sure.
Ever since we started being a couple, things have been going well.
Yeah, it's been like a whole 10 minutes.
Like, really well. But at a certain point, Cora, We gotta make sure Cora's alright with this.
That sounds like fun. Good luck. I think things are going super well too. You haven't told her already?
I keep meaning to, and you know, there's just never the right time. Alright, I keep checking out about it, you got me. I'm just so damn happy. It's hard to rock the boat.
I think things are going super well too.
Sorry, you know you play hell with my attention span sometimes. But it's not just about you and me. It's about my daughter too. I'm not sure how much you've talked with Cora, but I think you should. Hey,
I
if you're
just got
happy
done
with what we
talking
have
to her.
right now, you don't have to. But if we get much more serious, I need to know Cora's on board.
Time to talk with Cora. Fun. I'm not sure when I'll get around to it. Shouldn't you be the one to talk to her? Yeah, you're her dad.
I'm gonna talk with her too. But Cora and I are a package deal. She needs to get to know you and at least be okay with us being an item. I really hope that's not a deal breaker.
Time to talk with Cora. Fun.
Don't worry about it. She doesn't bite. Well, not anymore.
Hello.
Alright.
Talk to me, my dear friend.
I need to go back and talk to the kid. Because I already talked to her and I got... Nope, no books.
Hello there.
I need to discuss something important with you about Sam and I.
Good. I've been wanting to ask you something too. Me first. Why did you help us out with Mom? It was super dangerous.
I always help my friends because I care for you and your father a great deal. I could tell that Lillian was in trouble. I had to do something.
It was pretty obvious something was really wrong. What are your intentions with my father?
Well, I care about him a lot. Don't tell Sam yet, but I want to marry him. I'm not sure yet. Excuse me? We're gonna get married,
I figured
kid.
it was something like that. Just so you know, I like you too. Dad's never been happier. Well, we've never been happier. So if you guys need to sneak off to smooch some more sometime, you have my blessing. That's how it works, right?
Your blessing means the world to me.
You're very welcome.
Alright, talk to Cora. Now back to Sam.
So,
Hey, Sammy.
What's new with you today?
Are you gonna let me talk to you?
So, how'd the talk with Cora go?
Great. I got her blessing.
Her blessing? Huh. Cora and her Jane Austen novels. Listen, I know you said I did all the work on getting through Lillian and other issues, but you did way more than talk. And I couldn't have done it without you. I mean, look, I'm trying to play it cool. But you gotta know, I'm crazy about you. And, well, how do you see this playing out?
It's been like 10 minutes, dude. I see sharing our whole life together forever.
How do you do that? Right when I think I've got it all figured out, you just rock my world again. In the very best way. I mean, I hoped, maybe even prayed. You mean it, right?
I assume that means you want it too. I mean, with every fiber of my being. You're the man for me, Sam. Assume that's what you mean too.
I mean, hell yes. Well, apparently we're having a ceremony. Anytime you're ready, head over to Akila City.
Crying out loud, we just became a couple.
Good memories of the co-estate. Can't wait.
Happy to listen.
Oh man, I can't even dismiss him. Hello, Andrasia.
Did you need something?
Kind of
You
nasty
do not
question.
need to ask me if you may ask. You may just ask.
I really want to know where you get your dress.
Honestly,
Got anything new for your...
I cannot answer that. So many years
Thought you were
have been
supposed to be
driven
working
by
on this.
survival in intense circumstances. Leisure time has been in short supply, and I suppose I have conditioned myself to not think about it much. I do enjoy combat training, though I suppose that is hardly the answer you're looking for. You have given me something to consider. Thank you for that.
Yeah, you're welcome. Have a good one.
Right.
Hey.
You want to talk?
My friend. Dish.
Yes, of course. You may proceed with my interview now.
Talk to me about
A
Irvin.
long time talking about Irvin was the hardest thing I could ever imagine. But after everything we've been through, now I can see through the pain to the moments of beauty. So I don't mind talking about one of the best things that ever happened to me with one of my favorite people in the galaxy.
Let's see. Did Irvin work with Constellation?
Yes, he was one of the first people I met when I moved into the lodge. His room used to be full of plants. The humidity was hard to get used to.
That's what the corn in Nebraska does. What's the deal with Harvey? Are you taking care of him?
Botanical experiments. Somehow it survived alone without sunlight or water or any kind of care. I wonder if he knew that it could survive without him for so long.
How are you handling everything now that Irvin's case is resolved?
I can never fix the fact that he's gone. But where I used to feel only grief and shame, now I feel grateful for the time and the love that we had.
What do you think Irvin will think of your life now?
Yeah. I know he wouldn't have wanted me to travel the stars alone.
Thanks for talking with me about him.
Did you have any other personal questions, or was that it?
That's all for now, Barrett.
Let me know if there's anything else.
All right, thanks.
Right. Fun
Okay.
chat as always.
I think I need to talk to Sarah. Hey, Sarah.
Hey there. Glad to see you again.
No. Let's see. Personal questions.
Fine by me.
Religious
My
beliefs?
parents considered themselves to be enlightened, but their lives were so busy they rarely pursued their beliefs. By the time I was old enough to start questioning these things, the idea of following any organized religion was almost an afterthought. It's not that I don't want to believe in anything, it's that my scientific mind is often at odds with my spiritual center, having been out there, in the Starfield, seeing all those magnificent wonders with my own eyes. I need answers, not religious theory. I'm sorry if that disappoints you.
Nope.
Don't worry. While we're on this journey together, I fully intend to respect your religious beliefs.
Don't have any, so that's good. Anything you like to do for fun besides exploring?
Exploration is my entire life. I consider it both a career and recreation. That being said, I will make a confession, but you have to promise to keep it between us. Before I graduated from school, I was in a band. And no, I don't mean the school band. I mean a rock band.
Oh,
We
that's
called
cool.
ourselves Ironic Comet. A ridiculous name, I know. But we were just a bunch of teenagers getting together and having fun. And before you ask, no, I wasn't the lead singer. I actually played the drums. The band never really went anywhere, of course, but those were good times, and I remember them fondly.
Yeah, that is a nice, fond memory. Bye, Sarah.
Don't stay away too long.
All right, my feline friends, that is all for today. Please like and subscribe, and we will pick up tomorrow on our next episode with going to the cave to talk to Wyatt Earp, and then going to the facility to see about that. Have a good one.